The biggest difference between financial success and failure is how well you manage your finance. To manage this, you must first understand money. So the question is, how do I make more money with money? If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. This quote by Warren Buffett remains one of my personal favorite quotes. While this quote is easy to understand, but it is not easy to execute it if you do not understand the concept of money and how it works. Hey everyone, Javier here, and welcome to Fundamental, a channel where I want to share with you important things in life such as how to handle your money, retirement, investing and many other general financial education that the school doesn't teach. So if this sounds interesting to you, or you want to learn how to better handle your money, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I upload a video. So how do money works? Let's meet Jane. After working for a couple of years and setting aside an amount of cash for rainy day, Jane wants the rest of the money to work hard for her just like how she works hard for her employer. So, what are the choices available? Well, Jane can keep all her cash in bank to earn that small amount of interest. The bank in turn will use her money to lend it to companies to expand their business. Bank will loan the money to them because after evaluating their business and calculating the risk of lending money to them, they are confident that the business will do well. However, there are still a risk that the business could fail to repay the loan, therefore the bank charges them a higher interest on the loan than they give Jane for saving money with them. Jane may be indirectly funding the business using her own savings, but her savings is not working as hard for her as possible. So how can Jane cut away the bank as a middleman and direct fund the business? Well, she can own part of the business by purchasing the company's shares. A company divides its ownership into many numerous pieces known as stocks or shares which can be bought and sold by public through the stock market. If the company does well, she can benefit from the company's success if the business share its profit among the shareholders like Jane, and this is called dividend. Jane gets directly involved with the company growth. Vice versa, if the company performs poorly, she might see the value of her shares drop, and in the worst scenario, if the company goes bust, she could lose all her money. Instead of buying shares, Jane can still cut out the bank and loan her money to the business directly, and in return the company issue her a bond. What is a bond, you may ask? A bond is a promise to repay a loan with a fixed interest over a period of time. Unlike shares, Jane doesn't benefit from the company's success, so she is not entitled to any profit sharing. However, as long as the company can still repay the loan, Jane are less affected, even if the business struggles to make money. Likewise with shares, if the business fails to repay the loan or go bust, she could lose some or all the money. Before we move on, if you enjoy watching it so far, I would appreciate if you can help to like this video and subscribe to our channel. As you can see, investing in shares give Jane the opportunity to grow her wealth with no selling cap, though the value will go up and down more than bonds and depositing in bank. However, the risk is also higher compared with the other two options, as Jane is completely dependent on individual company success if she put all her money into a single company. So how can Jane reduce her risk and yet grow her wealth through shares? She can invest in funds. Funds buy shares in lots of companies, so the risk is well spread for Jane. The combined performance benefit Jane as she is less affected by individual company success or failure. At the end of the day, the key to make more money using money is to make use of tools to beat inflation.